Hey,
Nice.
Sri Lanka. Hey, let's.
Yeah.
You know what's going on? It's another Decibel podcast with Kala.
Hi. I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at.
I mean,
Not that I can directly look at either one of them, but still.
it doesn't really matter, honestly.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do is make people uncomfortable with jokes about my eyesight. It's so funny to me every time, and people tell me not to do it, but I do it anyways.
I mean, sometimes you need to take things light and be like,
Yeah,
You can't
I
be
know.
like mad at things all the time.
Yeah, I know. Like, I refer to my eyesight as a disability, and when people hear that word, they're like, "Oh my God, forbidden word!" But it's like it's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
I mean, but like you've gotten used to it, and
Yeah.
it's normal for you.
Yeah, it's like my whole life. There's nothing weird about it. I've grown up with this. I'm gonna
I mean,
live with
also,
it.
it's a lot of people do have it.
Yeah. So you know what? The most surprising thing when I started TikTok was how many people were like texting when they're like, "Dude, I've seen your videos. I also have the squint. I also have a lazy eye." Like, and seeing you on camera has just been so awesome. And every time I hear something like that, I'm like, "Oh my God, yay!"
No, because that's giving someone else like a lot of confidence and the ability to be like, yeah, okay, I can also like get on camera and not be shy or
Yeah.
shy away from talking to people or wear
Yeah.
glasses all the
But
time.
you know what's funny? I'm actually so awkward in person.
Like rubbish. You awkward in person. You're like confident.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so. No, like I have been preparing for this the whole week. That's why I'm fine.
What?
But I actually have crippling social anxiety. It's crazy. Like every time I go to an event, I have to like mentally prepare myself. I'm like, okay, you have to do this. You can't do this. You have to be confident. Confidence is key. Okay? But if I go into an event like completely like with no preparation at all, I'm like
I mean, high five. I've had that for the longest time, and me just like doing things behind the camera helps me also deal with this. Otherwise, it's like, oh, people, awkward, help. No, because
Yeah.
I like a lot of people are like, you're outgoing.
I know, like in my head, every time I'm hugging the walls at a party that I've like never been to, I'm like, da-da, 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 da-da. Yeah, that's the theme that's going on in my head. I'm like, James Bond style, I gotta avoid people, don't look at me.
It's like buffet. I'm
Yeah.
coming for you.
Yeah, and it's really weird because like I've had to mentally prepare myself to like meet new people whenever I go somewhere.
Oh wow.
Because the first time, I think it was immediately after I hit 20,000 on TikTok, okay? Like me and my dad and my mom, we went to CCC. Like my brother was at a party, so we just decided to loiter around CCC, and I was fully prepared to just spend the day with my mom and my dad. But people recognized me. People came up to me and they were like, "Dude, you're that weird like lazy eye girl on TikTok, right?" And I'm like, "Well, that's a weird way to put it, but yeah, that's me." So I've kind of had to like prepare myself to like meet people whenever and wherever, because I go to the kiosk sometimes after work because I'm starving, and working an IT job just makes you hungry. So I go to the kiosk and people recognize me. I'm pretty sure the cashier there also kind of recognizes me now, which is really weird. But yeah, I've just had to like prepare myself.
Get used to it, girl.
I have to. I don't have a choice.
But on the brighter side, you're doing a lot of good content and a lot of content that a lot of
Thank
people
you.
absolutely love. So I
Thank
kind of
you.
like how sometimes you like dig things and you're like not afraid to address things. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the podcast as
Yeah,
well,
I
because you
mean-
have a good, or at least you seem to have a great coping mechanism.
Oh, my coping mechanism is I just feel things out. Like, if I want to cry, I'm going to cry about it. If I want to be mad, I'm going to be mad about it. Like, I don't think it's fair to, like, hold feelings inside. Like, I think the more you repress it, the more it's going to, like,
Yeah.
affect you. And also, I think as a content creator, after a certain point, like, you have a sort of responsibility to talk about things. That's just the way I see it, obviously. But, like, listen, I started my platform saying very dumb things, okay? Like, my literal first video that went full on viral was like, I hate clothing brands that make graphic t-shirts.
I mean, but it's true, right?
I'm wearing a graphic t-shirt right now with Sukuna in the back.
No, but here's the thing though. Like when I saw that video, I agreed with you because it was like,
Yeah.
we have a global problem.
Yeah.
And the global problem is fast fashion.
Yeah, no, so the point behind that video, and I think a lot of people misread it, and I kind of partially blame myself. I think I did word it wrong. But the whole point of that video was like, I was seeing all these amazing, like, uprising artists, like these small businesses putting their everything and they're all into making like good products, and then there are these rich people with like all the money and all the connections, and they come and just steal the ideas. And that just made me really mad, because you see this one person doing something unique and then suddenly everyone wants to do it, and that really pisses me off, which is why I made that video. But everyone now kind of sees me as the graphic t-shirt girl. Like, it's so funny to me how people can misinterpret things. But like, I've said dumb things, but like after a certain point, I think you do have a responsibility to like talk about stuff.
No, for sure. And also, like, I kind of agree with you there, because I've seen it all myself, and I'm like, why do you need to do this? Do you not have like a understanding that you're playing a part in our planet's deterioration? Sure, we still get plastic bags from the supermarket, but are you recycling? Are you doing your part? And by playing a role in supporting fast fashion, you're also like playing a role in like environmental degrading and all that stuff happening.
Sure.
So
like, it's not a problem if you buy from Shane. It's a problem if you buy like every other month and you do these
actually
massive
there
hauls.
is a problem.
Well,
if
yeah,
you
there
buy
is
from
there
there
is a problem. I know the problem, but like there are people who can't afford anything else, right? So for people like that, I think it's fine. It's not the best option, but like sometimes it's the only option, and that's understandable.
Not really. I think people need to really dig in.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really good thrift shops in Colombo.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I
shit.
could name a whole bunch.
Name them.
And
Name drop.
so there is a place in Maharagama near Lemon Tree House. So sometimes I go there just to like see what's up, and they have good stuff. Depending on the time of day or their consignment. Oh man, some of their stuff, like even if you were to pay 50,000 rupees, you can't find that stuff here.
Damn.
Some of their prints are good, etc. And I also like get secondhand clothes from a lady who brings stuff down from Korea.
That's so cool. What I do is, okay, so I have really bad sensory issues. I can't eat foods with like mixed textures.
Right.
Fruit and nut ice cream, my worst nightmare. I hate it.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, anything with nuts in it, like if it's something like, I don't know, vattalapang with nuts, drives me crazy. Maybe that's that's probably the least Sri Lankan thing about me. But yeah, it just drives me crazy. So because when I was like starting my job this March, I was like looking around for like good office clothes to wear, dude. Every single thing in the women's section was made of this terrible, silky, itchy material. And so me and my mom just decided, okay, we're gonna go to Nugegoda, we're gonna get like the fabric, and we're just gonna ask the seamstress to like custom make everything. And that's kind of how I've been managing the past couple months, because women's clothing is so bad. Like this shirt is from my brother. These cargos from the men's section.
I've seen a lot of cringe, terrible material myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I've stepped into a store and brought myself like anything from a proper physical store in like so long, except for the second-handed shop. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, it sucks. But like also on the conversation of being a content creator with responsibilities, I don't think it just applies to like, you know, clothing. I think it applies to like other topics as well. Because when I see some creators and the stuff they say online, I'm like, really? Did you really have to put that on the internet for like everyone to hear?
Some of it is so cringe, bro.
I watched a podcast a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, did you really say that? Like for the internet, like it's ingrained forever.
Who? I'm getting my popcorn out.
I'll tell you after this is over, because I can't name drop. That's the thing. Like, if I want to call out somebody, I can't call out someone unless they have all this evidence stacked against them. And I have my eye out on a couple people that I'm willing to call out.
Actually, some people, like, if I feel like someone has done wrong, then I also call out people by their name, because I feel like they need
I was going to the owner of Kathy & Co.
Yeah.
What's her name? I'm really sorry.
Anissa.
Yes, her. I'm sorry. I'm really bad with names, which is ironic because I have a very long name. But I was talking with her, and we were talking about this one creator that like really pissed the both of us off. I don't know if you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's had a bad experience with that person. I haven't interacted with that person, but I did see some of the things. I don't know if I can cuss on the show. I probably can't. No, but it's fine. I'm gonna keep it clean. But I've seen a lot of the stuff that person has said, and I'm like, a lot of people look up to you, right? Like, you can't really go around saying stuff like that. That's so crazy. And then also, I think when you're a content creator, people put some level of trust in you.
Of course they do, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like after a certain point, right? And for me, that was after hitting 10K. Like, after I hit 10K, I was like, okay, I'm not going to read the comments. I don't have time to care about what 10,000 people have to say about me. But also, I have to hear what they're saying, because, like, there are some things that people want me to talk about. There are some things that people, like, how do I say, want me to address.
Yeah.
Right? And that's important. Those are important conversations to have. But also, you have to be careful about what you say.
No, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I think sometimes, like, fortunately for me, that graphic design video, it didn't, like, take down any brands. It didn't, like, shut down anyone's business. Right? As a matter of fact, people just saw it as a meme, and they were using that to promote their graphic design business, which I was happy about, honestly. Yeah, I didn't, you know what, that was a video that was supposed to go on my private TikTok account. I accidentally posted it onto my main, and then when I saw it was hitting off, I just re-edited it, and I, like, added hashtags, and then it, like, really popped off. Yeah, it just went Yeah, actually, a little while before that video, I had posted another video where I was like, why aren't kids acting like kids? And that also kind of went partially viral. It didn't go boom, but, like, it was partially viral. I think got, like, 5.
That's why a mini boom. You get a boom.
Yeah, you
not
have
a boom.
Yeah, you have a mini boom, then you have a massive boom, and then it's just a boom, boom, boom for, like, everything else. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, like, I'm very fortunate that video didn't, like, affect anyone in a negative way. You know what I mean? But when you say something online, when you address a certain group of people a certain way, that's gonna have implications. Maybe not directly related to you, but implications regardless.
So, I've known you ever since you were, like, tiny child.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait, here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Kala was born the same year Wagon Park had their onstage debut.
Yeah, I grew up with them. I grew up going to, like, all these metal and rock shows with my dad and my family.
Shout out to the dad.
Yes.
Best hardworking manager in Colombo.
He's, like, sitting right there. He's, like, laughing.
He's smiling.
Yeah, but dude, I remember this one concert I went to so well. It was called Downtown Funk, I think.
Downtown Pulse.
Sorry. Was it?
Downtown Pulse.
Yeah. So I remember when that concert, I was so stoked. Wagon Park was there, a Paranoid Earthling was there. Stigmata, everyone was performing. I remember I saw the opening act, which was a girl. She was covered in paint, and I was like, this is so cool.
This must have been one of their performing artists.
Probably. But I remember I was there the whole time, and I was like, damn, this is so cool. I was planning on going to the Stigmata one yesterday, but due to unforeseen events, I, like, really couldn't, because it was heavily raining where I was.
Oh, yeah. Last night was mad.
Yeah, I really wish I could have been there. I heard there were a lot of issues as well behind the scenes. Unfortunately. Yeah, but I'm glad that it went well, right?
It went very well.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's so cool. But yeah, I grew up going to all these concerts, and I feel like I'm, like, so thankful to be a part of a culture like that. It's so cool. I think the rock scene here is, like, very underrated. I think there are, like, a whole bunch of, like, amazing artists.
We need to see you at gigs, little miss.
Oh my god, I hope so. I mean, I've been dying to go to a concert for a while, because after COVID happened, I really haven't gone. Like, a lot of things kept coming up. Like, I had O-levels, then I started my foundation, then I did diploma, then I started a job, and then now I have a degree. So, like, a lot of things just keep coming up.
So wait, what do you do at your job?
I'm a business analyst.
I got the brains.
I hope I have them.
Knock knock.
Hello? Yes.
Hey, you're supposed to go, who's there?
Oh.
Who's there?
I think there's business analyst.
Is there? I don't think so.
It's called
No.
Kalatna.
No, dude, like, I feel like I have this, like, crippling imposter syndrome thing.
Why?
I have no idea. Like, I am, how do I say, I'm like rationally aware that I'm smart, but also I'm like, what if I'm not smart enough? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I do the wrong thing? What if I like
Yet to
give out-
happen?
yeah, what if I give out the wrong piece of information? How will people interpret this? Like, it's always there. Like, it never goes away. And I don't think it should. A part of me doesn't think it should, right? Because I feel like...
I think that's important.
yeah, I feel like these are important questions to, like, ask, honestly.
And every day, because, like, you can't be a content creator and be like,
Yeah, like, you know, like, my whole brand is just yappa, 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 yappa. Like,
no,
I
but
can't...
your brand is more like, yeah, you talk, but you talk sense.
I hope I do, because like it surprises me how many people on the internet lack critical thinking. Genuinely
my
surprises
God,
me.
dude.
I made a video a while ago when I was just starting to blow up. I was like, girls, if I follow you, please do not post your ugly boyfriends. I don't want to see them. People reported that video for harassment and bullying. It got taken down.
Oh, wow. What kind of snowflake following do you have sometimes?
I know. I was like, how do you not know this is a joke?
Yeah.
How do you not know that this is a joke? Also, people genuinely don't know the meme between... not the meme. People don't know the difference between a meme, a joke, and a hate video. It's astounding to me. Like, there are people are gonna make jokes about you on the internet. That's given. I know that. But some of these jokes are not jokes. They're like straight up hate videos, and I don't care about them, honestly, because they don't know me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care about them. But it's very funny for me to go through the comments and see what people are saying about me. There was, I kid you not, there was this one guy under the comments of like a hate video or something. He was like, she talks like she's well over 60. And I'm like, did you just admit that I'm smarter than you? Like, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, people will hate on you for no reason. People hate on me for having a lazy eye. People hate on me for knowing English. People hate on me for not speaking fluently enough for some reason. Like, when I stutter, sometimes people are like, ha! Proof that you can't speak English properly. And I'm like, what?
It's just a language. This is supposed to be
Yeah.
Sri Lanka. You can talk in all the recognized languages and more, because why not?
Yeah, and like, I don't know, people will hate on you for anything, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's so dumb.
But you know,
like,
TikTok, just like Facebook, has its own like hater communities. Like on Facebook, it's usually the boomers that go after
Yeah.
everyone else, and then
on
there's
TikTok, it's like 25 to 30-year-olds that are still stuck in middle school. Those are the haters. I don't really care about
So
what they
weird,
have to
man.
say. Yeah,
So weird.
because what some people do online is they call it critical thinking, but really they just lack emotional awareness. Like, it's so funny to see play out in real time, because if these people who make hate videos of me ever met me in person, would they ever come up to me and say that to my face? I don't think so. So they can go cry about it.
Cry.
Like, yeah, I'm living my life. I'm more successful at 17 than they'll probably ever be their whole life. So, you know, go cry about it.
cry about it.
hey.
But at some point, you know, like, you're still a teenager.
Yes.
And, you know, sometimes things, more often than not, can be super hurtful. How did you sort of overcome a lot of that? Because, see, like in the beginning, when you get a lot of hateful comments, it's like, what did I do wrong? Or, you
Yeah,
know, it kind of like
that's-
hurts your
that's-
head a little and
that's-
heart a little.
That's definitely there. Like, when I first started, like, my instinct was to go and be like, no, that's not me. Why would you say that? I'm not doing that. That's not me. Like, I felt so much, like, how to say, I felt it in me to, like, just defend myself to, like, everybody. But then I think a moment of clarity was when I hit the 10,000 mark. That was, it was on a random Tuesday after I came home from work.
Wow.
Yeah, I still remember it. I was like, oh shit, I have 10,000 followers. Oh shit, I have 10,000 followers. Like, it was a moment, okay? And I was like, I like had to take a step back, and I was like, okay, this is kind of becoming a thing, because my follower count was, it's still, I'm close to 40,000. I'm like at 39.9 now. That's crazy. So, like, admittedly 40,000 in the TikTok gram, that's like, bleep, that's like nothing. But in Sri Lanka, that's huge.
Apparently,
it's a
yeah.
huge platform. Everybody, like a lot of. I literally was at a work meeting on Friday. The guy we went to meet, he pointed at me. He was like, "You're on TikTok, right?" And I'm like, "God, oh God, my reputation precedes me." But whatever. So yeah, it's definitely there at first. But like after, like you hit a certain point, you take a step back and you're like, okay, this is kind of a thing now. Like you have to be reasonable about it. Like you can't care about what, like, now for me, I can't care about what 40,000 people have to say about me. I can't read the hundreds of thousands of comments that come under my videos. I can't read every single DM everybody sends me. Like it's just not healthy for you. You know what I mean? So like at a certain point, whether you are a creator or an artist or a musician, like once you put something out, you just stop caring about how it's
Yeah.
received, because at the end of the day, like all the videos that I make, they're for myself. They're for my own wacky sense of humor. Like even if I didn't have an audience, I would still post because I did that before. I posted without having an audience. I literally used to go on Instagram lives when I was like 12 when nobody cared who I was. Okay, so yeah, I would.
And
still,
you've been doing videos ever since you were like
I
11,
Yeah.
12, around that time?
no, even younger, probably like 6 or
What?
7.
Because I remember, and I think your dad or mom must have posted it,
My dad, yes.
the toy reviewing videos, you and your
Oh.
brother. I know, it's... But you know what? For that age, I used to like, I think I came across 1 or 2 of them randomly on my feed. I checked them out and I
Yeah.
was like, that kid's going to go far.
Oh, thank
And
you.
look at you now.
Thank
Here's
you.
to like 40 and 400,000 more.
Oh my God, thank you so much. 40,000 is a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a lot of people because it's still 40,000 people.
Hopefully, not 2 of the same.
Hopefully not. But like, you know what? It's weird. I've always been in the digital space. I've like never left. It's like I've been posting YouTube videos since I was younger. Like, and then I don't know if you know, but during quarantine, there was this fundraising event where like Buddhi and them also collaborated. It was this thing called Friends or something.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely remember this. I think I also shared something about
Yeah.
this.
So me and my brother sang some songs for that as well. And then in like 2017, me and my brother went to the Big Bad Wolf Book Fair, and the people there just randomly scouted us and
Aw.
asked us to do like a promo video for them. And yeah, I've like never left the digital space. I've always been there. It's just now I'm getting recognition. And it's very weird because either I have set myself up for complete success or utter failure.
I hope it's like the first.
Yeah, me too. Because it would be weird if I was preying on my own downfall. But yeah, it's a weird experience because I'm not fully grown up yet. I have a lot of growing up to do. I'm still 17. So it's weird that I get to grow up in front of like all these people, but also it's cool that I get to do that because not a lot of people get to experience it. And yeah, it's really cool for the most part.
So who are you as a person? And this is important to know.
Oh,
Like outside of like the TikTok and Insta realm.
I think I'm the same person, but just like more open. Like there are a lot of things on TikTok and like Instagram and YouTube that I don't share. Like I don't know. I have these bunch of rules for social media that like I like strictly abide by. The first one is I would never put my friends or family on the internet unless they had a existing platform before me, and unless it's as big as mine. I'm not gonna do that to them because like nobody knows what it's like to be a face on the internet until they're a face on the internet.
Yeah.
So I think outside I'm the same person, but like with my friends I'm crazier. I'm more deranged. I do
That should be something. So do you listen to rock and roll, a lot of metal? If you do, would you like to give us your top 5 from the international scene and locally?
Locally, top 3 is always gonna be like Wagon Park.
Hey,
Obviously,
Buddhi and gang.
Yeah. It's obviously Wagon Park, and then Stigmata and Paranoid. I think I love those three bands so much. Their concerts are absolutely amazing. I'm so heartbroken I didn't get to go yesterday,
But soon, knowing Stigmata, they'll have another show.
I hope so, and hopefully I can go for that one. Locally, like internationally, I really like System of a Down.
Cool, man.
I know. I love Surge and I love them. I also love Korn and Slipknot. I listen to a lot of heavy stuff like that. I also listen to Polyphia.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, my music taste is pretty refined. It's pretty great. Like, I listen to so many artists that it's just hard for me to pick one genre to stick to. Because I listen to mainstream pop. I listen to Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift. I listen to those. But then I listen to people like Surge and, I listen to Nirvana and, like, AC/DC. Like, I listen to them. But I also listen to Johnny Cash. Sorry, I was going to say Don Williams. And
I heard it's Donnie Cash. I was like, Donnie
Yeah,
Cash?
no, I was gonna say Don Williams and Johnny Cash, and it just came out as Donnie Williams. No, but Johnny Cash and Don Williams, I love them. Then Fleetwood Mac, and then the Beatles and Paul McCartney, obsessed with those. I listen to, how would I say, not like a little bit of EDM, not a big fan of that, but I do listen to it. I can't remember the artist's name, but there's this one artist I like. And then I do listen to like stuff like rap as well. Like there's this like artist group that I've been obsessed with recently called Joy Valence and Bray.
Not heard of them.
Good stuff. I'll send you a song of theirs. They're really good. I love their stuff. It's like underground hip hop from like the 90s combined with like wacky internet humor from like
Okay,
right
I can
now.
get behind something like that.
Yeah, they're like super cool. I'm obsessed with them. But yeah, it's like I like everything except the things that I don't like. It's hard to explain.
It's fine. You don't have to. I think that sentence gave away it all. I mean, why should you have an excuse? I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
You like
it's
something, you like something. You don't like something, you don't like
Yeah.
something. You can't add salt and pepper to something that's over-seasoned,
Yeah, I also like I obviously listen to like singles and stuff, but also I like listening to like albums.
What?
Entire albums, yeah.
You have time to listen to entire albums?
Time as in like when I'm going to work I listen to music, when I come back I
Okay.
listen to it. And then at night before I sleep I like always get some music time in because I love music. I literally cannot live without my headphones. My headphones are the one
Nice.
thing. If my house was on fire and I had to run out, I would grab my books and my headphones. That's it. I don't need anything else. Just those. Those are the only things I need.
What
to
about your
survive.
pets?
I don't have pets.
Okay.
If I had pets, they would be top priority. I'm not a bad mom, I promise. So, oh my god. But yeah, my brother's allergic to cats and my mom hates dogs, so we can't have pets.
Oh no, fish?
My
Surely.
brother has fish, but I don't really like fish. I think they're a little bit dumb.
Goldfish.
Yeah, that's why you call it goldfish memory.
But it's so cute though. I like goldfish when their bellies are swollen. And have you seen those videos? I don't know what to make of them sometimes, where goldfish get pregnant and there's no way they can push out the egg. So you have like these people who are gently, they get rid of the eggs.
That's so dumb.
No, but they're trying to help the fish. But there's a part of me that's like, no, don't hurt that fish. But they do that.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. You just brought up that memory and I had to
No,
spill it
that's
out.
okay. I am not the, how do I say, the fish fanatic in the house. That's my brother. He's obsessed with fish. He's like such a lame kid, but I love him so much.
That's such an elder sister thing to say. My brother's lame.
No, he is. But he's like he's so sweet and he's so caring and like, yeah, he's a cool kid. This is his drip, not mine. This is his shirt that I stole. Like, I
But
have to
it's
give him
okay.
credit. I have to give him credit for that. But
But hey, Christmas is not so far away.
that's true.
Or maybe for Halloween, you could give his t-shirt back, but with more, wear and tear.
No, I have to return it. I promised him I'd return it to him before this Tuesday. So I don't have an excuse. I gotta return the sick drip. But yeah.
So that's interesting to know. And I know that you have stopped TikTok to a degree.
Yes. My main platform is YouTube now. and I'm behind schedule. I gotta film the podcast. I gotta film the vlog.
But I gotta ask you this: like, YouTube is not an easy platform to master.
No.
How are you going about this?
I'm very surprised by the way my videos are being received on YouTube, because I think the traffic that I get from YouTube is people who actually care about what I have to say. Like on TikTok, your videos go to like anyone and everybody, and some people may like it, some people may not. It's whatever. But on YouTube, I'm very surprised at how, first of all, how quickly my subscriber count is going up.
Oh, wow.
Because when I started posting on YouTube again, like about a month ago, I remember I had like 109 subscribers.
Wow.
And after I posted my first pod episode, it just went all the way up to 1,000. That's insane. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting that to happen at all.
But here you are with one of those massive YouTube channels in the making.
I mean, I hope so. Let's hope. Let's hope the YouTube thing works out, because YouTube was actually the like when I was younger, YouTube was the platform that I wanted to grow on, because it's always been my dream to go to VidCon, and I think it's so cool. But yeah, hopefully one day.
One day, yeah. Hopefully
One day.
they should. I really hope they have a VidCon in Lanka.
You know what? I think the opportunities that you have with content creation here, it's so big. Like you could, I think a cool idea that I posted on my Instagram a while ago was like, what if you had like an award ceremony for like creators and like small
I know.
businesses? That's like such a cool idea. And like also to do like these charity events with like creators to come and host, and like also, have you seen those like BBC One like the covers that they get artists to do?
Oh yeah.
Like Sabrina covered Chaperone recently.
Okay.
So you have the option of getting like creators to like come on and like do these shows, and like the money can go to like, you know, like say underfunded artists or something. Like you have so much ground for opportunities. I would do it myself, but I already have a lot on my plate, so I can't.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you can. There's so much you can do," and you're like, "Bro, there's only one of me. Please chill."
for real. Well, there's me, and then there's the side of me that's always angry, and I call that side Samayanti, you know, because that's
Samayanti.
Yes, because whenever I post like a video of me yapping on TikTok, everyone's like, Samayanti, calm down, which is in reference to Amantha. So yeah, there's the side, because Amantha's thing is Samayanti, calm down, you know.
Okay.
So my there's a side of me that's always angry, and then there's the side of me that just doesn't care. Yeah, but it's very conflicting sometimes.
What do you use to edit and stuff? Are you like a CapCut person or a DaVinci?
CapCut, because I'm broke for DaVinci.
I think everyone's broke for DaVinci. Like you need extra RAM. Bros, come on, DaVinci gang, make it like a little more
Please.
content creator friendly.
Yes, I'm begging. But like CapCut is okay for the most part. You do have to pay for that, but it's affordable.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 rupees a month.
I don't pay for it. I just use the free version. Anytime I want to add anything onto my videos, I just pirate them. But
Now
don't
you
tell
know.
anyone. That's my secret. I pirate a lot of things. Actually, I pirate books a lot, because first of all, I don't really have time to walk into a bookstore and be like, I want to buy this, because I get carried away at bookshops. Because
Dude, who doesn't get carried away at bookshops, right?
I'm so surprised. Like, I went shopping for books with one of my friends once. She literally goes inside. She's like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, I'm out. And I'm like, how do you do that? Yeah.
What?
Because I get so carried away. I'm like, I want this one, but I want that one, and I also want this one, but I'm too broke for that, so I get this, and like
So this is how the book fairs make money. They're like a magnet for people like us.
My
It's
dad is I've been begging my dad to go to the book fair, but he's very reluctant to do so, because I promise him, I'm like, no dad, I'll keep a 5,000 rupee limit, but he's like, you're not gonna do that.
It's true. The maximum I've heard people spend is 50K. The minimum is, what is a minimum?
What is the minimum?
It's a book fair.
The minimum is your self-esteem, and your self-esteem doesn't go any lower than that.
You know it, man. You know it. Is there anything you'd want to share for young content creators?
I think just be yourself. You're gonna get hate for it sometimes, but just be yourself. That's such a niche thing to say, but it's not niche. It's like such a stereotypical thing to say, but it's stereotypical because it's true. People are gonna hate on you for like no matter what. Like if I wear baggy t-shirts, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're trying to look like a guy." But if I wear a crop top, people are gonna be like, "You're too slutty. Don't do that." Like
And it's so weird.
I know, like, pick
dude,
a side.
crop tops have been around for like so long, and it's so weird to see people even make that remark. It's like,
like pick a damn side already. I'm sick and I'm tired. And you know what? The people that go under my posts and comment, "You're ugly," they're the ugliest people that I've ever seen. I just click on the profile picture and I'm like, what do they look like? And they're just, listen, I know I can't speak about looks, but I'm just saying objectively they're just very ugly and they should not be commenting about other people's looks. Just saying.
I mean, internally they're uglier.
Actually, you know what? I can't remember if I put this out or if I didn't, but on one of my podcast episodes, there was this quote from Roald Dahl that I read when I was young, and I was like, damn, and like it stuck with me ever since.
Which
But
is?
it goes along the lines of no one's ever actually ugly. It's just your internal thoughts have a way of reflecting themselves like on your actual looks. So it was from the book called The Twits.
Okay.
So don't know if I don't think you've read
No,
that, but
no.
yeah, it's a children's book. I read it when I was very, very young. But it's like the more ugly thoughts you have, the uglier you become on the outside, and like the more good thoughts you have about yourself and other people, like the more they shine out from you like sunshine, and like you're gonna be like really beautiful. Like that, I can't remember the quote. It was obviously said in like much fewer words than that, but I can't remember what it was exactly. But yeah, it stuck with me ever since, and that's something that I've tried to do online. I genuinely try to be a good person on the internet, but some people genuinely test me. Like the other day, I like clapped back at a person who like made a hate video of me. I was like, I insulted him, his education, his mom, his dad, like everything. Like some people genuinely test me, but yeah, I try to be a good person on the internet. Like anytime I can, I try to like work with smaller creators. I try to work with like smaller businesses and independent artists because I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time, honestly, I don't expect compensation for like doing collabs and stuff, because I mean, from like bigger, more like, how do I say, more advanced companies, like companies that have been doing it for a long time, like yeah, I'm gonna expect compensation because they
Corporate
can
people.
yeah, like
Corporates.
like I'm gonna expect compensation from y'all because I know y'all can fund this.
You know
like,
what?
It's not
And
that big of a
don't be
deal.
stingy. Like I've known a lot of corporates who are like, "Oh, but you know, like you can do this for free." Like, no, bro.
Yeah, no, I
You
think
are
if-
making money from me and my
Yeah.
following. Like, no.
Yeah, I think if it's a bigger business, then I'm going to charge you. But if you're a smaller business and you've just started out, or you're like, you know, like if it's a smaller business, I'm not going to expect compensation from you. I'm like, because I care a lot about small businesses. I care a lot about independent artists. And I think it's really important to uplift them, especially when you have a platform. So like, if I like your work, then I'm totally willing to work with you.
And this is why you need a DM, but be respectful.
Yes. Like, if you are a small business and I like what you do, like, I'm obviously going to collab with you. So, like, feel free to reach out. I'm open to collabs on YouTube. Not on TikTok, because TikTok is weird these days. It's going crazy. But, yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely have not brought anything from anyone saying stuff about stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's
I think a thing for me is anytime I work with a brand, the first question I ask myself is, would I buy from them if they didn't reach out to me? And if the answer isn't immediately a yes, I just like turn them down. Because why would you work with people that you wouldn't buy from? I think that's so dumb. Like, I'm not a sales assistant to like just dish out everyone's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people have DM me and they've asked me to like promote their skincare brands, but I don't use skincare, so why would I promote that? Like, I'm allergic to most of the skincare brands out there. Like, it's not good for you, it's not good for me. I don't want to do that to myself or you. So, most myself. You're fine. But yeah, I think, again, you need to have responsibility as a content creator. Because what you put out on the internet is actually important.
And it lives forever. And the internet never forgets.
Yep. I know that.
All of us know that very well.
All too well. No, but like, I mean, it's fine if you're like a small creator and you say dumb things to go popular. That's fine. But after you hit a certain mark, you have to be like, there are people that listen to me. I have to be careful about it.
Naturally. So cool. This was like a great conversation.
Thank you. Thanks
And you
for
know
having
what?
me.
I am so happy we finally found time, had a proper sit down and stuff. Because I
Yes.
think like the world also needs to know who you are behind like that
Thank you.
screen and your stream of thoughts and all
Thank
that.
you. I mean, I think my stream of thoughts is very obvious. I have severe ADHD. It's actually so like I think of something and then I think of something else and then I think of like 3 other things I could say, like the Johnny Cash thing. Like
But that was so cute, man.
I think of so many things at once that like every time I film a video, there was one time I had to like keep retaking the thing. I was talking about a fountain pen and I kept calling it a fountain pen. So
I mean, that could be a nice name for something that's worth a pound, a British pound.
probably, but I just have, every time I film a video I have to like keep retaking stuff. Like I know most of my videos look very well articulated, but like I genuinely have to keep retaking them because just of how many thoughts are in my head all the damn time. My head never shuts up. It's annoying, but it's also really cool. Because it's really great for me when I'm arguing with people because I'm very quick with my comebacks. They're probably not the best comebacks, but like they're factual, so that's enough for me.
Sword! She's a girl with a sword!
Well,
or sword!
more like a girl with a pen because I write. So
Oh, that's something.
the pen
we
is
didn't know.
mightier than the swords, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you know.
Hey.
Jai, wave to you, my
Hey,
dude! And
thanks
here's
for
to see
having
you
me.
succeed. And
Thank
hopefully
you.
we'll have this conversation after 400K. 440K! That'll be like 440.
Yeah.
The perfect 440. Make that happen, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I hope so. It's so exciting. I'm genuinely like, it's traumatizing sometimes, but I'm genuinely grateful that I get to like make content the way that I do and that I get to have a platform the way that I do. And I'm so thankful for people like who trust me with a platform because I know that's not necessarily an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy to like tag a creator in the comments and be like, hey, can you address this topic? And you know what I mean? Because usually like it's a pretty nerve-wracking thing to do. So I'm very grateful when people like, I get so excited when people want to work with me. Like when you reached out to me, I was like freaking out and like,
But why? I've known
Because-
you forever.
because I get so excited to work with creatives. I get so excited to work with people because like people that are passionate about their jobs. Because I know you're very passionate. You've been in this like not content creation, but like the radio space for like ages. You're
One
like,
eternity.
huh?
One eternity.
Oh my god, like the SpongeBob thing that's like one eternity later. But no, I get so excited to work with people that are like so passionate about what they do. And I think that's really cool because I think everyone that makes content or like most people at least in the entertainment industry, they're in it because they want to do
Yeah.
it. That's not the case for everyone. I'm very well aware of that. But like most people get into it because they're so passionate about what they do. They just want to take it further. So every time someone reaches out to me and they're like, yo, you want to do this? I'm like, I'm so excited. It's like that. Have you seen that one TikTok meme that's like, it's 80,000. Have you seen that one?
Oh no, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, my entire vocabulary is either very well articulated sentences with big words or just really dumb things like skibbity toilet whiz. So
I like that Skibbity Toilet Riz, man. Skibbity Toilet was such a funny thing.
I still have no idea what it means.
It's just a fun thing.
I'm not gonna use it in
Maybe-
my daily lingo though.
Maybe skibbity toilet whiz was the friends we made along the way.
Oh! Don't mess with her. That is an actual warning, or that is a PSA powered by Kalatma herself.
Oh my god. Yeah, but yeah. So
Now you know, Sri Lanka. Follow her on her YouTube, and let's see her go places this year.
Thank you
and
so much.
And beyond.
Thank you for having me.
Hey.